Good morning, comrades. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Nürburgring. In a bit, Adrian and I will be going for a lap where we will talk about his past, his present, and probably his future as well. But while we're still having your attention, a very important, not disclaimer, but actually question and request. Adrian has been here for a month and desperately been trying to find a living space for himself, his wife, and also his dog. And it's impossible to find anything at this point because of the floods that we had and just because of the housing market in general. So please,
don't allow me to be homeless.
Yes, if you know something, someone, 2 people, 1 dog, non-smokers, non-drug abusers, non-drinkers, although they're Polish, great people. Yes, so please reach out to us so he can stay and continue making awesome videos. And now, enjoy the rest of the video.
Thank you.
Are we ready?
Yep, let's do this.
Take 2. Sing clap, because we already did a video like this yesterday, but then GoPro decided to erase itself among the video of the GT4 European delivery that you already have seen. But in any case, let's talk about the good things. Good morning, comrades. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Nürburgring, where the sun is shining after a day full of rain. And today we will be doing a lap in this amazing Volkswagen Caddy TDI. I would say 1.9, but in yesterday's video, Adrian told me it's 1.6.
Yep, so, and I didn't tell you that it has a chip tuning.
Oh my god.
Made by the previous owner, so in stock it has a 105 horsepower, and now it should have like 130. So
wow, but
I've never tried, but you can feel the power.
You can feel the torque, that's more importantly. But although this vehicle is very exclusive and the first time ever Caddy that we're lapping on the Nürburgring on my channel, today we're going to be talking about its owner and my dear cameraman slash editor slash, most importantly actually after a month of spending months together and more in previous weeks, part of that, also a very good friend. Adrian, yes, welcome on the channel.
Hi, hello.
Good to see you. I never met you before, so introduce yourself.
So my name is Adrian. I'm from Poland. I'm 47 years old. And I am Misha's filmmaker for about something slightly more than a month.
Yeah. So
yeah.
How did you get into this?
I started like 11 or 12 years ago, in 2011, on my local racetrack in Poznan. I was doing something like auto addiction stuff. So
filming cars passing by.
Crashes, highlights, stuff like that. And
don't forget we're on winter tires.
But it's cold.
I'm a bad passenger right now.
Yeah, and I wanted to do something like auto addiction, so I was mostly focused on the views on the YouTube. Of course, it wasn't anything crazy. And then I wanted to make a new. I was looking for a new shots. So, for example, I wanted to buy a GoPro to be able to do some onboards. I wanted to buy a better tripod to have better, images. And my first camera was, I think, it was Sony HX100. So it's a hybrid camera. And back then it was really good because it has an HD, a full HD resolution. So it was something back then. And later my parents bought me for my 18th birthday the Canon 600D.
Oh, I remember those.
Yes.
It was basically among one of the first DSLR, well, like affordable DSLR cameras.
Yes.
Because first you had the 5D, which like Philip Bloom made like the first DSLR video, then 7D.
Yes.
Casey Neistat used a lot. And then 600D was like the more affordable version, but it was doing the job, yeah.
Yes, exactly. And the previous one was 550D, but it hasn't the swivel screen. And 600D had a swivel mount screen, so it was everything that I needed back then.
Especially for the vlogging selfie style.
No, I've never did that. And yeah, that was my first professional setup, I would say. And I was using it quite long because until 2018. And then I switched to the Sony A6300, which I was using until I met you. So
yeah, because we actually even shot the video together with that camera.
Yes.
Like when we're like in the workshop and I was sitting and talking in front of it.
Yes, exactly. So it's quite good camera even for today's standards. But I was also using the camera for a renting house like a A7S III, which I was knew quite well and thanks to that I was using it quite often as the rented one. The Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera. I was using also Red a few times, and I was holding in my hand Arri Alexa MIDI. So this is a really serious thing.
But that's all about hardware, and of course you've been doing it since, like you said, since you were like what, 16 or a long time ago.
Yeah, something like
that. Now 10 years later you have quite a good portfolio when it comes to hardware. But you were filming cars going on track, but did you do even something more than that alone at some point?
I was doing also the relation from the events.
Okay.
And for the videos for local dealerships, also for a Porsche dealership. Later on the VAG group, so the Audi, Skoda, Volkswagen, and yeah, I think the most important year, of course not counting this year because it was really important for me, it was 2019 when I was 2018 when I started working with the event agency, which was organizing the events for automotive brands. And my first event was for Alpine, you know, the Renault, not the BMW, but the Renault.
That's why you loved to film Waldo Performance Alpine during the VLN race?
Yes,
for
exactly.
Our friend Yanis, okay.
Yeah.
Now I understand.
And it was quite nice because we had back then really nice landscape because it was in the mountains. We had 8 of the Alpine in one place and we could do whatever we want with that. We had racing drivers, so we can just tell them, hey, let's go there and do this. It was really, really nice. And later I started to work closer with this agency. I met a photographer with who we were doing like packages. So he was doing like a shift down because lack of power.
Me too, yeah.
We're doing like a packages. He was doing photos, I was doing videos. So it was also quite good for clients. They just contact one of us and we are just in a one team. So it was good.
Offering like footage of track day participants and stuff.
Yes. Meanwhile, I was also doing the videos for a racing team on my track. So that's why I know something about racing. But of course, the Nürburgring is a really beautiful track, and you don't need to looking for the framing because everything is new, almost new. Everything looks really nice on the camera. Because on the track, on the Poznań track, the track itself is really good, but the infrastructure is quite poor. So we need to try to show the car on the camera to look, in a nice way. So it was quite challenging, and that's why I love to make some, B-rolls with the details of the car, because then the rest is blurred.
But here is the other way around. Like the cars on track look amazing. Yeah, and I like it how like the first month that we worked together and we done like the VLN video and also other, you seem to find already so many great angles and corners that I haven't seen. Honestly, like I'm not trying to up-talk him, but I haven't seen other manufacturers or race teams use those angles, and they're just like really, really good. So
yeah, that's the point that I was I was watching the videos from the big brands or something like that. That they really often working with this schema, the scheme or with the plan that they're doing everywhere else. So there's put the camera on the tripod. Okay, let's do this. But they don't think like in the creative way sometimes. So I think that's my point, that I do something maybe not better, but maybe different. And I was also doing my videos.
The reason, I'm sorry for interrupting you. I just want to like explain it to our audience, because I have been involved with some of those like productions that involve like production, like showing a car on track from a manufacturer. I'm not gonna name any names because it's always the same scenario. They like the marketing department is showing sending out a brief to say like, hey, we want to film this and that, and then X amount of agencies or filming companies send their price, their offer, and then the financing department picks the cheapest one. So first of all, you get what you pay for. Now the second of all, majority of them come from different countries. Quite often is the case that those people have never ever been to the Nürburgring, and they come here and they're like, we want to go to Carousel because that's what we know. but how do we get to carousel? And when they have no experience here, they're not going to try and experiment with certain things. And that's why you always get like those standardized footages, even if at all. So that's just like a short explanation, but please proceed.
Yeah, and now I forget what I wanted to say. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was working on few sets, like a professional sets, when everyone has one job and they are stick to it. Like for example, there's one guy who is setting the lights and he's just setting the lights. He don't tell you how to set it. He just said it. How do you set it to him? So yes, I was also doing always doing videos by myself. So I was thinking about everything. So maybe that's the point. What I'm working this way. So I need to think about everything: how to show it, how to light it, how to set the sound. So I was basically one-man army. So
yeah, no, absolutely. That's a very important point that you mentioned. That indeed, people at big production companies, they have one specific task, and in your case, since you had to do everything in the past, I killed those tires. We're gonna swap for summers next week anyway.
Slicks.
Yeah. That's again, like, we're gonna now jump fast forwards to the fact why I hired you, or why I said like, yes, let's do this, and you can later tell how it happened. But the reason, because since we already said that you're already doing kind of everything, it's quite hard. The biggest challenge to find, like when you work with creative people, like when people in general, and especially when it comes to not braking before the jump, all right? When it comes to like working people in general and creative, it's hard to find someone who knows how to frame, to take a shot, to take a shot, then to actually to edit it in a proper way without making your ears bleed from the type of music that someone chooses. And of course, music is very personal, like a very specific taste. You cannot please everyone, but I feel that we have the same taste, and therefore also the audience should like it. And then also, quite often the case with creative people, social skills are not really there. So, but we managed to get along quite well.
Yeah, and really important.
And you deliver also very good material. So for me, it was a no-brainer when we started talking about actually like, hey, so after the first trial week that we had in Sweden, also here at the Nürburgring, when we did the video for Polestar, I said, yeah, let's do this. It was for me a no-brainer to say like, yeah, let's get this done. But maybe you can say like actually how it happened, because that was also quite a funny story.
Yes, it was completely accidental, by accident. So I knew the Misha for a while from the social media, from the Booster Boris time. And I was just looking at this video on Instagram. That's okay, it was fun. And then I wanted to change something in my life, because COVID, I lose lots of my jobs.
Before you continue on, how many laps have you done on the ring?
This is my third lap.
The fuck? you not only can make videos, but you can also drive?
You see?
No, I'm honestly,
like a multi-tool.
Like, I'm honestly impressed. Yesterday I was scared for my life, like thinking like, what the hell is this guy trying to prove? But now it's like, all right, maybe I'm gonna have my teammate.
But
someone needs
in the Assetto Corsa.
That's a good point, because we remember Yves with the A-Class Mercedes and the SL something. He's also like a big sim racer, and then like only like 5 laps or something he was sending it. So sim racing is important. But yeah, no, big props. Honestly, I'm impressed. We're gonna talk about this later on separately. But okay, you saw me on social media and then you messaged me.
Yes, because I wanted to change something in my life, because COVID, I lost lots of my work, and I really wanted to do filmmaking.
Because that's what you've been doing your whole life, pretty much.
Yeah. I said that to you yesterday for the first time.
Yes.
That I wanted to. I was so desperate that, and the day that I wrote to the Misha, I was in the Uber agency to start riding this car on the Uber. I was calling to my insurance company to change this car, to register this car as a taxi, to do everything in the legal way. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I decided to, okay, because I was thinking about to go there during the spring. So somewhere around here, around now.
Mm-hmm. We can actually go to Apex.
Actually, yeah, okay. And yeah, I said, okay, so I'm really in the bad position right now. So let's write him now. Maybe he will can text someone, because I wanted to do. I wanted to ask Misha about cooperation with other brands. Maybe
if I knew someone.
Yeah, if he knows someone who wanted to cooperate with me to make some commercials or videos from the racing, and that was my initial plan. But then you answered it.
Instead, I said like, hey, I have a better plan.
Yeah.
And I sent you a post where I was looking for a camera guy.
And I haven't seen this post before, so I was like, why?
Why?
I haven't seen that?
Yeah, and then long story short, you said, yeah, let's try. We tried in Sweden.
On the one evening, I was sure that I'm going to be a Uber driver, and then after a few hours later, I was thinking about moving to Germany, and working on the Nürburgring and making videos here. So it was like from the really the bottom to the top of the dream. So it was like really important day to me.
Yeah, that's kind of good. I said it also in yesterday's video. I like, in a way, I find it. I'm happy that this happened to you, because sometimes you need to hit rock bottom to know that you have nothing to lose and you're gonna work hard. And I see this in you, that you're actually not nagging like, oh, can I have a day off? Can I have, like, we don't do 9 to 5 here. Like, I haven't heard you any single time. You always ask me like, hey, okay, what are we doing next? Let's go, let's push. And I'm like, yes. And same thing happened to me back then. So thank you, Ring Garage, for making my life great by fucking it up massively first. Yeah. So work ethics happen sometimes. In the most miserable places. Yeah. That's that. But I guess your wife found it also quite an interesting evening, that you go from one thing to another. And then...
Yes, exactly. She was thinking about quitting her jobs, because it was okay, but it was corporation, so boss was still yelling, "Oh, do it more," but the money was really bad in this place. So we were thinking about moving to Luxembourg, but year before that.
Mm-hmm.
But then we just refused it because the COVID hits, second wave, so. And so the situation that we've got right here is like a dream, because my wife is now working on the Apex, on the office. So if you want to have a service in Polish, so here you can go. So zapraszamy serdecznie. So that's for us really great.
Not only your wife, your dog is helping Pancake now as well to lose her energy. When
right now he's exhausted because we were on the walk, so it was really intense.
It was good for both of us.
Yes. So we are really happy that we are here and trying to do our best.
I'm really happy that it worked out. I mean, I couldn't have imagined it myself like 2 months ago. And here we are. And let us know what you think in the comments. I know that many of you really enjoyed the work and like the small things that Adrian has been already putting out, by like just like some B-roll of the cars to the big video. The VLN video made like lots of positive feedback from you, first of all, and also others, and we have some great other ideas. Unfortunately, VLAN for this weekend has been cancelled because of the snow, so we'll have to wait a couple of more weeks to months, because the next VLAN is going to be right after my surgery, so we're going to see when we're going to do next one. But yeah, I'm very much looking forward to be doing lots of cool stuff together, because we haven't, as cheesy as it may sound, unleashed our full potential, because in the first weeks we will still fine-tuning like how we're going to do certain things, what we're going to do, should we do this. And now that we actually know what we're going to do, more or less, we're going to involve other things, because I think the thing that you're looking forward to the most is actually testing the Hydra, Tilta Hydra, car-to-car mount, that we can do car-to-car videos, like really sick videos. We have drones that we still haven't unpacked. Gimbals.
Yes, we've got like almost a whole box of unpacked stuff, like a gimbal, like a drone, like a Hydra Aliens, so unpacked. So we didn't have a time from this month to use it. Yeah,
but it's all coming up. I'm very looking forward to do that, and to continue expand and evolve, and also offer not only content, but not content on my channel, but also to other, because eventually, like straight up, the idea is, the reason why we invested so heavily in this gear is that we want to offer content production to other companies, manufacturers, and also people simply on track days, when they can book a media package of like all the corners flybys and some interior shots and detail shots. So that is all coming up. We're already in talks with some track day organizers to offer that. And there is basically that. So
we've got the power, we've got the equipment, we know the track, so we can do everything what you want.
Exactly. We are not like it is true. It's not trying to like bullshit. Well, like we have we can deliver. So looking forward to delivering.
Yeah, and remember that we are doing daily content, so we got to
on the side
shoot and edit everything. So
exactly.
then when we will have more time to do it, then you can imagine what you are.
And
doing
right now, which I'm really like thankful to you for actually doing a shit ton of videos because sometimes we do 7 on a day.
Yes.
To actually have them in a piggy bank that we call it, to when I'm out in my surgery, not knowing how long, that we can actually still have daily content going, or otherwise later for in the winter if we like gonna be quick enough. So okay, we're starting to talk lots of side topic, off topic. This is Adrian, nice to meet you.
Hello.
Yeah.
Let's do it again.
Yeah, let's go for another lap. I'm not scared with you anymore. No, seriously. We should,
great. Let's go to RS or something like that.
You should talk to Robert, not to me. All right, cheers.
Let's go.
Cheers.
The beer.
You're drinking tea. Yeah.
Yeah.